this. I'm not going to give you a list of things you should be doing, whether or not you're saved or not. But I do think the things you're doing and the way you're following Jesus is a marker of whether or not you are one of his kids. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Going back to what happened on Tuesday. Do you know? I'm sure you do. These people are, guys, you had a Trump flag, you had a Nazi flag, you had a noose, and you had Jesus Saves, just to name a few things. That is not the gospel. That's politics, that's belief, whatever. And it's not, I'm not okay with it, but I'm just telling you, but that's how I think there are some who would say, well, I'm a Christian. I mean, why do you think they have the Jesus Saves thing there? And they're the ones storming the castle. There are things that are done in the name of Christ that aren't Christ's work. That's what I'm trying to say. And I want us to be very clear that the work of God, there needs to be a difference in you. Again, it's not just an inoculation. This is something God's doing in you. Now, that being said, I want you to also understand this, that it doesn't mean, Paul talks about this later, we actually read a little bit of it last week, that you don't have to, I'm not talking about perfect. He even says that. He says, not that I've already attained it, not that I've already arrived. I'm still a work in progress. This is a term I use a lot called embrace the squiggle, all right? It's a dumb term. It's just something that helps me remember, and it keeps in mind who we should be, this process of transformation that Paul's talking about here, what it really looks like. And so some people, they think, well, I follow Jesus, and so then I start this stair-step process and pathway of getting to whatever the goal is. So heaven, let's say. Right? And so I start the stair-step process. And if I fall off, well, I got to start all the way back over again. Maybe. That's how some people believe. Maybe there's some kind of ladder you can climb up and get back to where you were. I don't know. But the reality is it's a stair-step. But that is not the way of following Jesus looks like. If you go back and you even map some of the people in the Bible, they are sometimes the most holy, perfect people. You see that in them? You're like, I can't believe they did that. I can't believe they said that to a king. And they're bold and they're zealous for their faith. And the next minute they're afraid of this little servant girl. And they deny Christ. And that's like all in the same that's within just a couple of years of one another. Not even months, excuse me. It's months apart. Why? Because you following Jesus is not a stair step. It's not what it looks like. It's a jumbled mess. You're going to take 25 steps forward and 4 steps backwards sometimes. You're gonna take 25 steps backwards and 4 steps forward sometimes. If you're to track it out, it looks like, I always explain it this way, a toddler drawing a whale. Just imagine what that would look like. You know any toddlers, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a jumbled mess, but there's a semblance of a whale. I see it. Yeah, all right. Is that Jonah in there? I don't know. Okay, right? So I want you to know, God is, if you are a follower of Jesus, he's at work in you. And if he's not at work in you, you need to check and, okay, am I? Was I really putting my faith in Jesus, or was I just trying to come up with some solution to my fear of hell?